Shield me, guard me, guide me, protect me, and love and light. I rebuke all evil entities. I banish them back to their source, body and blood. Amen. Thank you. I'm with Andrew Laurel, and I am looking for Anne. Laurel, are you here? Mm-hmm. And Laurel, show me something Andrew would understand. Saw a soccer ball. So I see soccer ball. This could be you, or if you have a child around you, or if you've seen, looks like a little kid kicking a soccer ball real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start with one more thing, and then I'll go for it. Okay, so this feels like her house. Or I'm just gonna say, I see fruit, but I also see a jar. It's a glass jar, clear, and you can see it's either cookies or candy that's in it. It's brown. Um, it looks like it's to the right of the stove.
I'm not sure. I was a baby when I was on.
I got you. Show me something that he would get. I hear the word menace and it's a joke. So like you either was called this a lot, or this word is around you a lot, or you grew up with the word menace. It's in a joking context.
Mm, I'm not sure. I
It's
don't
okay.
think nobody. Probably when I was little.
Let's go for the message and see what she's got to say. And Laurel, is there a message you'd like to give to Andrew Laurel? She loves you and she misses you. She's been shielding and guarding you and protecting you a lot lately. She says, against unseen, unknown forces, you're falling off your regimen. You need to get back on it quick. Don't slip away. Find peace with the things that you've never been able to find peace with before. And really, she's saying, really let it go this time. She's like, of course, I'm talking about that wicked woman. I can't believe that she's manipulated the way that she has. This is an all-time low for her. Why'd she do it? I don't know what this means, but I heard prejudice of assault. She doesn't think that it's bad, the things she's doing. I said, what does that mean? So she does not think that it's bad, the things that she's doing. She's very twisted in her mind. Why is she getting like that? Severe depression and anxiety that she's about to hit rock bottom. Go further. You need to let bygones be bygones. You really need to move forward. You really need to get out of your head. It's time to pick up the pace. She says, I know your fears, I know your anxieties, and you're 2 steps away if you stay in this energy. She says, it's not too late for a turnaround. It's never too late for a turnaround. She goes, you really got to shake this off. She says, you need to stick to yourself. And she goes, as you would say, stick to your grind. She says, do not share yourself with anybody at this time. She says, that's crucial. Nobody needs to know where you're going, what you're doing, who you're with, why you're there. She says, this is very, very important, especially for your safety. She says, when I say this does not mean get worried about your safety. You are safe, she says. She says, but it's just very important for you too. She says, don't be flashing yourself. She goes like that with her hand. She's talking about, like, she showed me you on social media. She's like, don't. There's people preying on you. She goes, not giving you names. She goes, she does not want you to focus on that. She's saying, just don't. Hold on, let me ask. So I asked if police are watching you. I heard no. She says, but only time will tell if you do the flashing shit. So she says you have a lot of people that hate you out there. She says, and you know this. She goes, part of it is because what you do. The other part is how you do it. It's about not being cocky or condescending, not thinking that you're too big for your britches. Just cute, she said that. It is literally about laying low and manifesting in silence. She says all of this. She says you need to recalibrate what you're thinking other people are thinking. She says it's not a pissing contest, especially in the field that you're in. Can't compete where you don't compare. She says if you keep staying open the way that you do, you won't even be able to compete. She says, unfortunately, with the job that you have, it's like y'all are a dime a dozen. There's always someone else up and coming.
Yeah.
She says, hide your jewels and hide your gems. Hide what you do. Right?
Gotcha.
What do you want to ask her?
I mean, for real, like she hitting everything on the head. I mean,
Bless her.
I don't know.
She's always with you.
I can
For
feel it.
for her to come out like that, she knows she's in your mind. She knows. That's how spirit is. They have access to all of that.
I feel like I want to know things that like it's like I want to predict the future. Like I just want to know that I'm safe. I mean, we already said you already told me I'm safe. But as far as like, I'm just striving so hard for something that's just like feels unreachable.
What are you
You
reaching
know,
for?
I mean, really just financial security, like stability. I really want to just create something for my family, something I never had. As far as I feel like I'm kind of like the father structure around my way. And I really just want to be the best. Because you want to know something, and I don't mean to drag this out and talk about other things, because I know we're in the middle of the mediumship.
I'm here to listen.
Like my grandfather, when we had the mediumship last time, her and him, you know, and I'm not like ignoring like what she was saying. I just looked at he has a Navy book where he just left an imprint on his world. Even though like nobody probably even thinks of it, no one else knows. But when I opened this big Navy book of him saving the people from out the ocean, and that man really left a positive mark on the world. In our last thing, he was telling me like every day, make sure that at the end of the day, you could actually say, I did good today. He really was able to say that. Like he makes our family look good. I feel like as far as our name and just where we come from, and I feel like I'm not holding that torch up the way I'm supposed to be. But I really never had the guidance to show me how to hold the torch or be a man or hold it all together. And I feel like I'm really just extending myself and stretching out my arm to hand people and do and give money and do all this. And when I come back, I'm left with nothing.
Gotta stop doing that. And if
Sorry,
you here's
sorry to get off subject. Sorry.
listen, this is part of healing. Stop. Don't. You need to not be sorry because this, for you to say this, it means you're not comfortable with it. So this is a big step to talk about these things. And if you're here to get realigned and use me as a tool, this is what we have to talk about. So
Yeah.
stop that shit. Now, whether you believe it or not, you'll go back. How far in? All right, 8 minutes in. Once you go back to this part, especially 8 minutes in, you need to make time for yourself. I prefer before I go to bed and when I first wake up because those are the moments before you go to sleep and you go into the ethereal world and you can manifest. And then your waking hours are the most important because that sets the pace for your day.
Hmm.
You can call in divine intervention. Your grandfather is one of your spirit guides. He is assisting behind the scenes. He can only do so much because of your free will. That's the contract. But if
Yeah.
you ask for him to intervene, he then has the green light to go. You can just talk to him as if we're talking right now and ask him to teach you the structure that you need, the guidance of a man, how to implement your print in the world.
Yeah.
You will start acting differently. You will start doing things differently. It might come through as beautiful new ideas. It might come through as new passions, new drives. This is just an example. Say that you're overweight and you really want to lose weight and your grandfather was just an elite athlete and like a major athlete. You could talk to him and ask him to help you get in the right mindset to get your body where it needs to be. Then suddenly, next couple of days, you're going to wake up and you're not going to go eat 4 breakfast burritos at breakfast time and have 2 double cheeseburgers at lunch and have a 10-ounce steak at dinner. Like you're gonna start shifting and just feeling like I might have a salad today. And then next
Yeah.
thing you know, you're gonna feel lighter, and then you're on TV. There's gonna be an ad for yoga or whatever, and then you're gonna have money fall into your pocket to go sign up for it. Like that's your spirit team pulling strings
Yeah.
behind the scene
Yeah.
and helping to alter your reality. So that is something that I mean, it just came through so strongly to say it that I had to say it. Like, ask him, because I was thinking, well, maybe you could like find somebody to help guide you. No, he's there. He's just
Yeah.
right there, but we have to utilize our free will in a different way.
Gotcha.
So
And
that's
that's another thing. I'm so sorry for keep cutting
good.
you off. It's just like everything's hitting me because that's one thing you were telling me. You were just like, I can keep you safe, but I can do things, but it's up to your free will in order for you to last. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, I think about that shit a lot. I really catch myself, and especially here lately, I've been having like these moments where I just like everything is just becoming to realization. Like I don't know, this is just
But
crazy.
sometimes it has to happen this way, okay?
Yeah.
So stop beating yourself up, because then you're just gonna allow the universe to keep beating you up. It's time to flip it. You're
Okay.
you're good at flipping shit, as it's 11:11 on the clock, okay? So today's a new day. And you know what? Every day is a new day. Every hour is a new hour. If you have a bad hour, breathe, shake it off. You still got 23 more.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. As long as you're breathing, you're always going to have time for a reset. They're unlimited. And we're human beings by design. We are flawed. So that is how we are. That is how we're made. And it's made like that because we come for the pain, not to stay in it, but we come to feel it, observe it, and move from it. And that makes growth,
Yeah.
because we don't grow in heaven. We chose to leave a place that was so peaceful and bliss. We come to contract these lessons so that we could grow our soul.
Yeah.
But we're not growing our soul if we keep doing the same shit. But it's okay to keep doing the same shit until you don't.
But you want to know something? It's like in your mind, you'll know. Like I feel like, and that's why my life isn't working, or because of that girl. It's sad that I don't want to put it all on that relationship, but I really feel a lot of my yeah, it
No,
was
it is.
that.
And it's okay to put it on that. It truly is. Because, I mean, you knew I was with a shitbag for all those years. And then he still wouldn't leave me alone, even after I left. Kept trying to entertain me. And it wasn't until I slammed the fucking brakes down and cut his ass off that I stopped struggling. Energy is energy. And if they keep
Yeah,
pulling your energy, which he's still trying to do, but I just keep slamming his ass in the spiritual realm, his life sucks right now. That's not my problem. Now
yeah,
I'm having this huge shift. I'm starting to change. I'm starting to thrive. I even got a fucking boyfriend. But like, I had to be
hmm,
ready for all that. I was in the place where it's like, no, I'm done with men. I'm never fucking doing this shit again. Now I'm thriving in every facet of my life. But I had to want that, and I had to create boundaries for myself. If somebody doesn't deserve my energy, this is not even just about an ex. I cut my mother off too not long ago.
yeah.
Anybody
You was
who's not,
telling me.
yeah, anyone who's not good for me's got to fucking go. And when you create that protection for yourself, you are boosting your energy into a higher vibration. Higher vibe equals what you are wanting in the long term. Leaving
Gotcha.
that legacy, being the man that showed up for their family by any means necessary. And then it's going to get to the point when you make the boundaries that it's not going to be by any means necessary. It's going to be easy and effortless because you've
Yeah,
got a full tank of gas of good energy to do your shit with. No,
definitely.
no obstacles, no hurdles, no challenges, nothing like what you've seen so far, because those obstacles and challenges cannot reach the frequency that you're going to be operating at. It just doesn't align. If it doesn't align, you miss the boat. It's going to miss
Mm.
you. It's not going to hit you. It's off the radar. So, with that being said, let me ask, and if he truly is ready to walk away from this woman and only speak in terms of the child, how will that shift his life immensely? Can you give me details? She was flying on the wings of flying on the back of eagle's wings will make you soar. You'll be able to have a different perception, a bird's eye view. You will see things coming before they happen. There's a grandiose plan that will be set in place. Grandiose means huge. I don't even use that word. It's just larger than life. For you, major capital. How? She goes, it's in the details. Can I get a little? She's, I can't get the word out, but she goes, all dilemmas cease to exist. It's everything falls away from you. New doors open up, new windows of opportunities wake up. Your health is going to get better. You're going to get more sleep. You're going to actually feel like you can rest and not just plow, 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 plow. She goes, financial burdens no more. She says, so it's just going to be like that? Yes. The moment, because you, all right, not because, you went and dipped back into that shit. It got worse, worse, worse. So now you're just basically like down and out. So
Mm-hmm.
if you can leave this woman alone, she is telling you huge financial blessings are on the bend. It's kind of like poof, here you go, because it's celebration day.
Yeah.
She goes, you're a gotta see it to believe it kind of dude. That's what she's saying. She goes, so if you see it and you do it, they will see you through. She said, quick like time frame. I heard 3. So anywhere from 3 days, 3 weeks to 3 months, but that's still fucking short.
Hell yeah.
That's quick. Huge turnaround. We're talking like 5K cushion quick, like right off the rip.
Yeah. That's crazy. I feel a weight already now that I've like stepped away how I have.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and I swear, like I be lonely, I really do. But it's just like, man, I know because I'm a good man. I know I am. After this, that's why I know I can walk away in peace now. Like I know I was being used. She used me to get into this new house that we were supposed to be doing together, building together. You know what I'm saying? She used me to help her get in there. I moved the whole crib. Like I paid the movers. I moved the place a day early by myself. We get all the stuff in there. It's kind of like a wet, rainy day, but we get it in there. She gets in the place, don't help me, don't offer no food, no drink, no nothing. She not even there. I just moved the whole thing.
That's
She's
so
just
fucked
like,
up.
I can't believe you. Like she was like, what the fuck? You got mud on my floors and you scratched my walls up and I'm so fucking mad. Like man, a matter of fact, don't even fucking come here,
What the fuck?
man. If I
That
show,
was
yeah,
planned, I heard.
yeah, man. I feel it. I feel, I see that.
What a cunt.
I really feel and see that. Like I really feel and
I'm
see
gonna tell
that,
you
man.
what, and that shit hurt. That's probably one of her lowest blows. Okay, that is like that is the cherry on top. The It was meant to
And
hurt. It was really meant to hurt because she's not in your contract. We already talked about this before, but ooh, tingles. They're saying it again. This bitch needs help. She needs healing. She's denying that. She's not the problem. Maybe if you just did this, this, and this, and did that, that, and that, then I wouldn't be ba 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 ba. Bitch, you crazy.
hmm
You're mentally ill and you need help. You need healing. She ain't gonna get that. She don't think she's a problem. So you can't fix someone, and you can't really fix someone who don't think that they're broken.
she she not my responsibility no more. And
Never,
that's my problem.
never was.
That's my problem. Like you always go back thinking it'll be different or something will change or somebody will be no, it don't work that way.
Well, it does, and it is. It gets worse.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course that way. But I
I had to
mean,
I had to say that because I need you to see that.
and I remember like my grandmother telling me last time, like, you know, she's not for you. You need to leave that girl alone. And the thing is, like, I'm sitting here like on earth, like listen, like thinking like my own grandmother told me. And this is the people that you really want to hear things from. Like if
Yeah.
my grandmother was alive in real life and was seeing how I feel as a like I know she would be like Andrew, like no.
You know, my
I
grandma.
probably wouldn't even I probably wouldn't even be able to bring her around my grand. I
No,
wouldn't
you
bring her
wouldn't.
around my grandmother.
No, you wouldn't. And your grandmother's nice. I mean, she's got a little mouth, but she's nice. And she straight up saying she wouldn't allow it. Take her on elsewhere, is what she just said. But that's again free will. My dead grandparents screamed at me all day. Get the fuck away from him. No good. Get the fuck. Nope, wouldn't listen. Wouldn't listen. And it ended up so badly for me, but it wasn't until I finally had the most heart wrenching experience. I had to listen.
Yeah.
So if you don't walk away now, there's 3 more worse heart wrenching situations that will come. 3.
Damn.
She's vile. She's very vile. One of them involves jail, maybe even prison. Anything to use you and get you away. She wants your money. She wants you 10 feet away from her, handing her money. You don't want to be 10 feet away because you obviously want to be close to her. So she'll do whatever it takes to push you away, but still use you.
Hmm. I don't want to be near her no more. I don't want. I don't want her. I don't want to hear her voice. Like I got my mom contacting her. I don't want like that's how I'm. Oh, good. Okay. As long as I don't hear from you, as long as you don't hit this phone, as long as you don't message me and try to talk to me in no way, shape, or form, I'm okay. I really, I'm truly okay. I'll be okay. I just need to be left alone for a little while, you know? I
Right.
don't even, and that's the thing. Like, she's a devil. I believe in truly in my heart that girl is a demon.
Here's the next thing that your grandmother's telling me. In the future, she's going to say, I can't afford XYZ. She can.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you said that.
This
That's
is what
crazy because I know she's gonna try to use. Yep.
now what you need to say. This your grandmother. She's saying, do not give in. You're scrambling with an empty pocket. Why the fuck can't she?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
I
just
can't take care of the baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to my mom. Why do you get to always have the kid and have my money? If you can't have money, give me the kid. That's gonna either move her, shake her, or make her fall. That's her problem. Because one, she's lying. She has money. She has other outlets.
mm-hmm.
There's other Andrews that she's dicking over. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
No more. If she tries to throw up something, because she knows your weak spot is the child, she gonna use that. Your mom is very able to help you, more than
Mm-hmm.
willing to help you. Her house is built for that shit.
Definitely. It
So
really is.
your baby's got a safe space, and if it isn't with the mother of the child, it's gonna be with your mom. But you cannot feed this feral cat anymore.
Hell no.
So
I'm sorry. I'm listening. I'm dropping something.
you're okay.
You can still talk though.
Oh, you're good. I just That's basically it. Unless you want to ask any other questions. My cat's really into you right now. She needs healing. Look at her. She's just hanging.
Um, what about like my grandfather
Let me call him in.
and just I mean, yeah, just yeah.
Alfred Laurel. Well, he's just showing me. I mean, I already see him like in the Navy, and he's got his hands crossed like this. Um, he's talking about breadbasket. Show me one more thing. Talks about time. You're always looking at the time, even when you don't have to. It'd be like late at night. Like, let's say that you're done working.
Hmm.
You're always looking at the time.
Yeah.
Checking. That's just his way of saying that, like he's with you. Alfred, is there something you want to say to Andrew? This is not as nice as before. He's like, boy, I done told you. He's like, I told you. I let you know. He goes, look at you now. He goes, it's not. He says, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. He says the word disgrace. He says, you should feel disgrace. This is not me yelling at you. This is me wanting you to feel the repercussions of the choices that you've made. This is to make you feel that you can never go back to where you were before. He says, I can't say that I won't allow it, but I'm going to say I won't allow it. He goes, this is hard love. He says, I'm either going to trip you. He goes, I'm either going to trip you up or I'm going to help you out. At this point, it's up to you. They can get in your way. I will say that because that's part of being your team. They can alter and shove you where you need to go. without you saying, hey, can you help me? If you say, hey, can you help me? Let's say that the trip and the shove is going to come anyway. Then they can make it soft for you. They can pour blessings on top of it, give you a cushion in a huge shift that you're supposed to have. He's basically saying he'll make sure that you feel like you're wearing lead boots in the ocean if you go back to her. I've never heard that before.
Man, that shit sounds crazy.
That's aggressive, but he's saying that you need it. He says he does not want to see your freedom taken away. He does not want to see you fall on your face or your ass anymore. He does not want to see you being manipulated. He goes, a man does not take that shit from a woman. This is a whole new side of him. I've not seen this side, but he's very aggravated. Not at you and your choices, more that you can't sit alone with yourself. That
You
you
said that last time.
yep, that you feel like you have to have somebody around you. He says, again, this is going back to treating yourself kinder. He says, why don't you run and jump for yourself the way that you did for her? He says, you can give yourself more than she ever could, but you're choosing her. He says, you're losing you by choosing her. He said, knock it off. I see you eating some bag of chips or something. Like, I don't know if it's like taquitos or Cheez-Its or something. I don't know. Just some kind of like spicy chip, whatever. Like, he's watching you. He's with you. He's around you. He sees you laughing, cutting it up, telling jokes. He goes, it's really not all that funny, man. He goes, you could be doing so much more. And you should be, and you need to be.
I feel that.
He said, stop fabricating how good your life is. Make your life good. He says that he's with you. He's always with you. He says he's tired of picking up the pieces energetically behind the scenes. He says he'll do it, but he just really wants to see the best for you. He wants good things to come for you. He says, I got what? He's going like this. He goes, I got this parcel of bliss and I'm just dying to give it to you. He says he ain't going to give it to you until you get where you got to go, because he is not going to let you share your blessings, he said, with that bitch. He's got a big old basket of blessings for you, but he's not even going to let you touch it until he feels and knows that her hand ain't even going to get on that. He said, access denied. So he's just waiting for you.
Yeah.
And like your grandmother said, there could be a huge shift and a huge turnaround quick. And they work together on that to deliver and bring that to you.
I really want to like be protected from her in some way because she's like a manipulator. She'll come back and like say things and try to get, and that's why I don't want no contact. That's why I feel so at peace when I'm not around her.
He said, this is where, say it again. You protect yourself, we protect you through you. So this is basically you don't be mean. Minimal. He says very minimal. She's a narcissist. They want attention, energy, reaction. Good, bad, ugly don't matter as long as you are feeding them energy. They know it's not over.
Yeah,
Okay?
and that's why she goes so crazy. Yeah, I
It's a
see that.
temper tantrum and it goes in a cycle. You deny access, she throws a temper tantrum, then she slowly starts love bombing you. And then either you take it and the cycle continues, you deny it, there's another temper tantrum until she's tired, and then here comes more love bombing. But it's a phase. It'll probably take 5 times of you denying, and then she'll get the message. And she'll basically self-destruct. Let me ask. So yeah, and if you do that in the future, she's going to self-destruct, and basically you and your mother will have your child full time because she's about to just slam herself into a hole, which is going to be her rock bottom. So hopefully from there she'll find God or whoever the hell she needs to find to make a shift for herself. That does not mean she's coming back to you. That just means that she hopefully has a chance to have
I don't, I,
a
I
better
don't want
life
her to
and be a
come.
good mom.
Yeah, I don't want her to come back to me. I know that she's no good. Like I really don't. I don't. I'll never feel comfortable with her ever.
No, too much has happened. Can't be the same. You can never go back to how you remember her being good. That's just not.
She doesn't. I don't remember no good.
I was just gonna say there really wasn't any. So
Like when you think about it, like people think, and you know what it is? It's just the trap that a person puts you in when you've been around them for so long. Like you think it's nothing better, or just or you're stuck on a pretty face. I'm just caught up on the wrong things and the thought of her being something that I really truly love and need one day, but she truly will never be there.
exactly, it's seductive and it keeps you there. The little pretty face and whatever, but that's gonna fade in time, and then you're still stuck with all the ugly soul, ugly internally, and that's that you cannot manifest what you're wanting with that kind of energy.
Yeah.
So basically, if you keep your boundaries up, take your time in the morning and night to utilize divine intervention, call them in to assist you. I mean, they got to hear it from you. You got to say it like you mean it to help get you to where you want to go, help protect your energy.
I got $1 lighter. Sorry, I'm
You're
super.
okay.
Appreciate you, man. Thank
And to help keep you strong enough emotionally to be alone, to stay away. The biggest thing I'm going to tell you right now is minimal. It's don't talk to her if you don't have to. And it's only about the kid. That's it.
you. I'm with it.
Well, we both know damn well she's going to try to suck your ass back in because that's what she does. So in the future, when she's asking you for money and crying and boo-hooing, I can't help you. But what about the baby? Give the baby to my mom.
That shit
There,
ain't my problem.
I solved your problem. Now you go handle you because you're not my problem. How you going to do this to me? I don't care. You don't even, that's when you don't give a response because she's not worth it. That literally creates a platform for her to try to jump into an angle to pull on your heartstring. You got to shut that shit down from the rip. I gave you a solution. The rest is not up to me. You go do you. I'm going to go do me. The kid is safe. Bye.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the biggest thing that you need help right now is making sure that you stay away because your blessings are right there in the hangar. They're waiting to come to you. But your guides need to make sure that she's not going to touch that shit.
Man, that's crazy. I feel that.
Yeah, well, it's real. All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to ask either of them?
Yeah. And the questions are unlimited. I can't even think of the right question to ask.
Well,
They really just telling me everything I need to hear.
that's how they do it. I got to get ready for work anyway, so let me ask if they've got anything else that they want to leave you with before I thank them. All right. Alfred, Ann, thank you so much for coming through. Is there anything else that you want to give to Andrew before you go? Stay to yourself. You've already spoken your piece at least 500 times. Do the right thing, but make sure that you're doing it for yourself. There's been a huge weight that's already been lifted. There's only just a little bit more to go. The freedom that you're about to experience is unmatched. They're saying freedom on all levels. Stick to your guns and stay focused. They keep saying get sleep. Get fucking sleep. I know.
Gotcha.
All right, let me thank them. Thank you guys. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is stop